Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Frank Gaetano here, live from the Hail Palace with our daily noon hail forecast. As always, sponsored by C3 Group, the Merlin Law Group, and the American Contractor Show. They are tagged in the description of this video. Make sure you check them out. Appreciate those guys sponsoring us and allowing us to do these videos on a daily basis. Let's get into our weather headlines today. Great roofing weather for pretty much the entire nation, which is bad for us making hail and wind maps, but we do have nice weather. A fall pattern set in across the country, so a lot of nice sunny skies, especially here in the plains. So if you do work in the Oklahoma City or Dallas area, you're going to have a pretty good couple of days here for getting out there and getting those roofs put on, because you pretty nice weather. Possibility of seeing a midweek risk, right? A midweek risk potentially on Wednesday, but there's some issues with stability and getting enough instability, so we'll talk about that real quick here in a second. But the possibility for a marginal risk is there, but I generally do think it's going to be pretty quiet. And then I don't have a graphic made for this yet, but we're doing Halloween week forecast videos. So myself, Heather, Andrea, John, and Derek, we're all going to be donning some costumes all next week leading up to Halloween on the weekend. Derek is going to go on Friday, and we're going to give you guys a chance to vote for what his costume should be. We're going to narrow it down to a few options, and then all through next week, everybody can vote in the comment section of what they think Derek's costume should be on Friday, and then he'll put on whatever you guys vote for. So be ready for that. It should be fun next week leading up to Halloween. Let's talk about our upcoming events right now. Today and tomorrow, we have the Only Women in Roofing Retreat in Dallas, Texas. The Grace and Grind Only Women in Roofing Retreat. We have a couple representatives down there for that, so make sure you go check that out, get to network with other women in the industry. And then we also have the Orchid Golf Tournament coming up on October 25th at the Belmar Golf Club in Norman, Oklahoma. That's always a fun event. I've done that a couple times. It's a pretty good time. Justin and Brandon will be there, so make sure you go sign up for that if you haven't already. Going into our current conditions, like I said, it's pretty nice across most of the country. Generally clear skies all through the plains into the Ohio Valley. Only precipitation we really have going on is in the northeast and out here in the Intermountain West. So really nice conditions across the entire country, and the temperatures reflect that as well. Generally the 70s and upper 60s across most of the country. Our high of 82 down in Miami and a 52 up in Portland in the Pacific Northwest. And like I said, we are quiet. This is going to be a pretty quick video. No severe activity expected for today, and no severe activity expected for tomorrow. We'll go into our future jet stream here. This is the 500 millibar levels. We do see a trough kicking across the country, and I was supposed to put pauses in here, and I forgot. It's Monday. Sorry about that. But yeah, we did see trough kicking across the central part of the country as we are in a ridge right now, giving us that nice weather for today and tomorrow. That trough, that low is going to kick across the central part, move northeast across the country with a trailing cold front coming down through the plains, which might be the focus of some severe activity on Wednesday, but generally looking like it's going to stay subsevere. There's a little bit of questions about how much instability we can get in the atmosphere, and the lowest layer of the atmosphere being more stable than the upper layers. So a little bit of a question with forcing with that cold front, how strong that cold front's going to be. So a lot of stuff up in the air right now, but we'll look at the dew points as we do see moisture start to filter back in on Tuesday. So this is 6 p.m. on Tuesday. We do see some of that moisture starting to filter back in with a dry line coming through western Texas, and then we'll go into Wednesday. A little bit more moisture. So this, if there's going to be any day of the week this week that we see severe weather, it would probably be Wednesday. But like I said, there is some questions about how much instability we can get to actually get decent thunderstorms happening. If they do happen, probably small hail, but I wouldn't be shocked if we do end up putting a marginal risk out for Wednesday in the southern plains and the Texas area. This is 12 p.m. Saturday. More dew point, like good moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, generally in the 50s. So not amazing, but it's decent for fall. We'll have to see how that progresses throughout the rest of the week. And here's our convective available potential energy going into Tuesday. We see some energy coming in, but that's not a lot. These are pretty low values. And then Wednesday looks a little bit better as we do see this little hot spot here just to the west of Dallas. So we'll have to see how much we can actually get and if that cold front is strong enough to force storms to happen and overcome that stability down in the lower levels. So we'll have to check out what happens on Wednesday. I'm going to let this run through. So this is Thursday, but by then the forcing has gone off to the east, so there's not going to be anything to trigger those storms on Thursday, where we do have the best energy we see this week in the southern plains. And we'll let this play out the rest of the way as we see generally Thursday looking like the best day for energy, but like I said, no forcing, so I don't expect there to be any storms of severe levels on Thursday. Like I said, short video, that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you stay in contact with us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We are at HailTrace for all of those, and if you want to get in contact with us, 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com, or you can go straight to our website to find out who we are and what we can do for you at hailtrace.com. I'm meteorologist Frank Itano. Have a great rest of your Monday.